What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Randy here with RTSmobile.com, bringing you a quick video today. We're going to talk about Tier 3 troops, which troops are the best, and Por K, which means why. So, let's just jump right into it. Tier 3 troops. Tier 3 troops. You can train your first Tier 3 troop at keep level 11, and that is the Pink Horrors of Tzincht, okay? These guys are... surprisingly, actually, not the worst Tier 3 unit in the game. They actually have decent ranged damage and survivability. That's funny, isn't it? So these guys are not a terrible train at level 11. But before we start dissecting every individual troop, now that I've got your attention, let's jump right to my spreadsheet here, which you guys all have access to at rtsmobile.com. You can just check it out and do whatever calcs you want. For the sake of this discussion, I've got the Tier 3 guys highlighted in teal. I've got the prime units highlighted in bold blue text within the teal. So a little color play on your eyeballs. I apologize if you're colorblind. Just listen to the audio in that case. So here I've done a little bit of a rough calc analysis. I got real melee damage in column AO here. That's melee damage. This is real range damage. And this is approximate toughness, okay? These are based on buffs. I'm just averaging 50% buff on everybody. I'm assuming you're going to have 25% ritual completed and then a 25% item bonus. So real basic buffs on everybody. So let's just get right into it, baby. Who are the top 3 melee damage dealers? Well, let's take a look. We've got, boom, the renowned Forsaken of Khorne. These guys are insanely strong. However, they are only available through the in-game events in small, limited quantities. So they are strong, they are cool. Currently not able to get enough of them to be useful. The one thing to note about these guys is, you see their health right here. They only have 750 health. So if we go to their toughness column, you'll see I've only given them approximately 1496 toughness. So while their damage... is second, ranked number 2 for overall damage of all Tier 3 units in the game. They currently also have the lowest toughness of all Tier 3 troops, which means their glass cannons, as long as you have somebody in front of them with warm morale, they are able to be, their morale is right up there at the base 56 or with buffs 84. So as long as you have other troops with higher morale in front of them, these glass cannons will pack a punch. And since they are available any point in the game, from level 1 or whenever you can start doing events, you can have them well before the Chaos Warriors, who we'll get to later. Okay, who is the next top damage for Tier 3 units? And I'm just going down the line, not necessarily in order. The next top damage is actually, next one we're going to hit here. So that was the melee. Then we're going to jump down to range. I'm just going in order here, not numerically. The next one is the Hell Cannons with 1496 damage per unit here. The one thing to note is they don't have melee damage, so you have to have a melee. You have to have a melee line in front of them. But they do pack a good punch there with 1496 damage, and they actually have a lot of toughness. If it gets down to it, and they do end up taking damage, they do have actually one of the higher toughnesses, the third highest toughness in all of the Tier 3 units. Next unit in line here, okay, so that was the Hell Cannons, monstrous type. The next unit in line here is the Chaos Ogres, okay? These guys are monstrous infantry type. So these guys will share a troop type with the renowned Forsaken of Khorne and the Chaos Warriors. If you decide to put all 3 of these guys together, that's 3 big damage dealers. So Chaos Ogres, they are ranged. They do have a melee component, but their range damage is significantly higher, almost 30% higher than their melee damage output. So definitely focus them as ranged. The next item in line here, 1400 damage per unit. I've got the Daemonettes of Slaanesh. They are very strong, available at keep level 17, I believe. Keep level 17. Look, I even put a column in there. How good I am. Daemonettes of Slaanesh, available at keep level 17. They have extremely high melee damage. They do a ton of damage. They are also very squishy, okay? So this is another Another glass cannon unit. High damage, low toughness. High damage, low toughness. And then we're getting, lastly, to the fifth of the top 5 strongest damage dealers. He's actually rank 1 out of the 5. And that is my favorite unit in the game for overall use. And that is the Chaos Warrior. They're my favorite unit in the game because they're available as a tier 3 unit versus Chaos Chosen or tier 4. They're my real, I mean, those Chaos Chosen are God mode, but that's a different video, okay? We're talking about tier 3 right now. My favorite unit in the game for tier 3 is the Chaos Warrior, available at keep level 20. They have the highest damage output, more than double of many of the other tier 3 units. Their toughness has a little bit on the low end there, another glass cannon type scenario, but as long as you have some tanks in front of them, they can destroy everything. So, one Chaos Warrior, just to put it in perspective for you, is worth 2 Chaos Giants just in damage. However, you will want Chaos Giants for their toughness, which we'll get to in a second. Okay? Look at this. One Chaos Warrior is worth 3 times whatever this damage is. The pink horrors of Tzinst. Yeah, well, that's their melee damage. Their melee damage is terrible. Okay, on to toughness. Who are my favorite units for real toughness in this game? And this is a real rough formula, okay? This is not proven formula because armor is not currently exactly nailed down for what it does. I took a real rough approximation of armor value, divided by 200, multiplied by the health pool, just to apply the same formula to everybody. So whatever armor actually comes out to be, this toughness variant may go up or down, but for each unit it should go up and down in perspective, which means this ratio still applies. Alright, just going in order here, the toughest unit, tier 3 unit in the game, is the renowned Hellstrider of Slaanesh. Why is that, Randy? Why is that? Their armor is only 25. I'll tell you why. Their health is 2,000. Health is extremely valuable in this game, so do not discount the health. So because their health is much higher than Chaos Giants, they slightly edge out the Chaos Giants who have a little bit higher armor. The second toughest unit in the game for tier 3 are the Chaos Giants. These you can train starting at keep level 14. So again, a super strong unit. The strongest tank for tier 3 other than the renowned Hellstriders of Slaanesh. So definitely start training Chaos Giants as soon as you can at level 14. So just to recap, okay, we've got the renowned Forsaken of Khorne, we've got the Hell Cannon, the Chaos Ogres, the Daemonites, and the Chaos Warriors for top damage, and we've got the renowned Hellstriders of Slaanesh, and the Chaos Ogres for their toughness. All these other units, the Blood Crushers actually come in as a close 6th in damage and not too far behind the Daemonettes because they do also have a very high attack. However, I did not want to muddy the water here. So all the units in black, just forget about Blood Crushers of Khorne. They are God-specific and they do have a good warlord, so you can unforget about them if you like. These other guys forget about, and start training these blue guys as soon as you can. Alright, so that's it. Strongest tier 3 units, Warhammer, Chaos, and Conquest. That's Randy out. Love you a long time. Peace, everybody.